Good morning, world. I can't sleep. I have a stress headache. But even worse, I was talking to my ancestors because I'm heartbroken that they allowed my storage unit to be broken into and all my suitcases were stolen. There were clothes in there, there were documents, there were photographs, photos of my son as a baby. There were things that were precious to me, and that's why I was paying for storage. The thing is, they told me about 30 days ago that my shit was gone, but they couldn't tell me exactly what it was. They just kept saying, your bags. And I thought it was my purses. I thought it was my pocketbooks, right? I didn't think it was my suitcases, all seven of them. They were designer from my old days as a writer. I had a lot of designer stuff when I was a writer. So anyway, I asked my ancestors when my storage unit was broken into, because the storage unit is downstairs, my apartment, and they said they only keep a film for 3 months, and it's their opinion that my stuff was taken more than 3 months ago, and they don't have the the evidence. So I asked them, when were my suitcases and my clothes and my winter coats taken? I had bought these winter coats, but I was too fat to fit into them. So I just decided to, when I lose weight via Ozempic, I will fit into them. It takes years in Canada to lose weight with Ozempic. Anyway, I'm I'm sharing because it helps me, but also I'm trying to show you how hard the life of a sangoma can be. So I asked my ancestors at 3 a.m. when were my suitcases stolen, and they said around end of October, November. I mean, who goes to their storage unit on a regular basis? I certainly don't. Okay, I don't. So they said end of October, November. So they're not going to have any film of the thief. Then I said, but you only told me that my stuff was stolen 30 days ago. And they said, because we were blocked from seeing it. It was only when you started thinking about your suitcases that we checked and we saw that they were gone. Okay. Why am I always getting things stolen? Like, literally, most of my stuff is stolen. My money, my books, my clothes, my always. And I've done so many rituals to stop theft. Okay. So that was the big question. With all the rituals and all the spells I have done, are they not working? And my ancestors said, they are working. Okay, how the F are they working? Okay, when I just had 7 suitcases full of clothes from my old life as a writer, guys, we're talking Saks Fifth Avenue clothes, okay, that I never wore, that were still in their plastics and in those suitcases. Okay, so how is this possible, right? That I did all these spells, all these rituals. They said it's your half sister. She jujued you to have stuff stolen. Yes, and I've been having stuff stolen ever since she did that spell, that ritual. I must have been 32. I am now 55. I did rituals to try to remove her rituals, and they kept insisting that they are working. So, how did this one succeed? The answer: God allowed it. Why would God allow it? Because He felt it was time for me to move on, not hold on to my past. But even more, He needed my sister to succeed, because there are consequences to her actions, and her actions needed to succeed before He judged and gave those consequences. It's the memories. There were photos in there that I'm never going to get back. There were things in there that I'm never going to get back. Fuck the dresses. Fuck the suitcases. Just the things that were in there that were meaningful to me. And I was thinking, I'm going to reach a certain part of my life when I'm okay and I can go through these suitcases. God allowed it. Because God allowed it, my ancestors were unable to warn me in advance like they always do. When shit is about to go down. This happens to me every time. And it breaks my heart. God fucks with me. That's why I believe in Him. But He fucks with me. God allows, well, I'm a Bantu. I am a Bantu. This goes with my religion. Everything that happens to you is because of God. So God just said, oh yeah, let me cause her a little bit more trauma. I'll let her half-sister's rituals and spells get her. Yeah. So that I can punish the sister. I'll let her succeed in what she is doing. And anyway, you needed to get rid of your past. You needed to get rid of it. You're never going to go back to that life again. You needed to get rid of it. Move on with your life. The past is the past. Just move on. In the meantime, I'm a mental and emotional wreck. The same week, I get racially and regionally and in all forms raped and abused by a racist. And I'm going through it with PTSD. That's the time I discover that my suitcases have been stolen. After my ancestors warned me 30 days ago, but I thought they were talking about my pocketbooks. Now that I'm talking to you about it, it's funny as hell. Oh my God. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much. I always feel better when I make these videos. I do. Just like, the fuck? The life of a Sangoma. God will always do what He wants, despite how gifted one is. He will do Him.